Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the Jack and Fandrew show.
Yeah, it sounded like something else.
I have so many fans that one of them's in my name.
So the title this week is 3 Guests, 1 Podcast. Kind of explains itself.
Yeah. It was meant to be U4 but one of the guests dropped out, so sadly we can't have that. Yeah, we don't need to throw shade on this. We understand if you can't do the show. I mean, who would want to do the show? I don't even want to do the show. I could just get up and quit right now, but I don't want to.
Well, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, alright.
Right, well, let's move on, shall we?
No, let's not. Let's not move on. Jack, let's not.
Well, I don't care. I don't care what you say. We're moving on.
Well, no, hang on. We would like to tell you that we are currently on 49 subscribers.
Oh, yes.
And, the views in the last 28 days are 365. That's like one viewer per day a year. Okay, that didn't make sense. So, yeah, subscriber and viewer count, we're going very big. We're doing well. And we will do even better if you support us. We're one away from 50, guys. Let's not have any distractions in the background, and let's do this. And today, we're glad to have not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3 guests. And I'm sure that our 3 guests would like to introduce themselves.
Hi. Hey.
Name.
That was a bit rude.
Name.
That was so rude.
It was so you gotta ease them into the show first. You can't just go, gotta say, name, address, date of birth, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, well, who are you and why are you on the show?
Okay, so yeah. My name's Shaz, and then you got Layla, and you got Ella. I want to show you because we're amazing. Yeah. And we're just gonna make it better.
Well, I'll have to take your word for it. Jack, do you have anything you'd like to say to our guests?
It has been a pleasure to have you on.
Yep.
And that's it, really.
Yeah, it's not over yet. I have a question. Did you invite a massive echo as your 4th guest? Because, it's really messed up the sound.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
It's called the Marks and Spencer's toilet.
Oh, right.
We were sitting in next, but...
Why are you recording from the M&S toilets?
No, because we were sitting in the next changing rooms, but we kind of got kicked out.
This is an exclusive interview from Marks and Spencer's.
This is an exclusive interview.
Guys, go get Percy Pigs and Colin the Caterpillars. Very good.
Not promoted by them at all.
We are not, and I don't eat sweets. Eat fruit, everyone, and drink water.
They are made with fruit juice.
I'll eat pineapple.
They're also full of sugar.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Still.
And they're
watermelon.
vegetarian and vegan. Good for the planet.
They've still got sugar in them.
Yeah, well, I love meat. I love meat too much, so sadly, I am not going to become a vegetarian or vegan anytime soon. Sorry.
That's not very nice. Ella, shush.
Sorry, Ella, but if there was a sustainable way of becoming a vegetarian,
don't worry, she says.
Right, that's great. Should we start the show now?
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
So first of all, we've got a video of the week.
We've got a viral video by
mute themselves, please. Andrew, I'm talking to you. Last week, all I could hear was, "How long is this video?"
Yeah, because usually I have a very low attention span.
Well,
I'm a Gen Zer.
So, enjoy.
I love you.
Yeah.
Until I find a
Rihanna, the news hit me at a crazy hour. I was showering, baby, now I'm hearing baby showers. Was it love or were we just pretending it was real? Got me feeling blue like balloons at the gender reveal. Tell your new man box me, I'll be in the ring ASAP with my gloves on Rocky. Who gon' stop me? You got my future baby mama out here looking like my last album cover. Crazy, we were close but then we got farther. And I ain't in the mafia but I'm happy to be the godfather. and I'll be there on the day that it's due. And if you let me, then I'll babysit for you. We had a song called Take Care, and I just hope it's playing when you go and pick your kid up from daycare. And Drake don't play fair. I'm in my room with all of the lights off, and I'm planning to stay there. I'm just glad to see you happy at last. Explains why you left me on red like a nappy rash. Can't lie, I was hoping for a new outcome. That's why I can't let this one drop like your album.
So that was bizarre. Does anyone have any thoughts on that other than the obvious what?
Honestly, we don't know what the video was on about.
It was on about Drake being jealous at A$AP Rocky because Rihanna's pregnant now.
Which is Drake's ex.
In all honesty, yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of don't really care because put it this way, whatever we say, no one's really going to care.
Oh well. Yeah, you may think that, but a lot of people care about our podcast.
Okay, so our opinion is that it's silly that he's jealous.
Yeah.
Is he great opinion, right?
You should listen to Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh my god, yeah, he should go listen to Sour by Olivia Rodrigo because that'll make him depressed.
Yeah, I would like to not do that, and I would recommend listening to...
Andrew, do you listen to Olivia Rodrigo?
Sometimes, yes, but not in public because I
Yeah, that's okay.
I listen to Kanye, Kendrick, MF Doom, and I listen to Aphex.
Okay, we don't need to go through your whole album.
I listen to Aphex.
CPR?
Oh my god, we'll give you a recommendation. All of you should go and listen to
Do you
CPR.
like Captain Hook by Megan Thee Stallion?
No, I do. I've heard all of those songs, and
Do you like
How-
Smoke 'Em Out the Window by Bruno Mars?
yes, I do. That sounds great.
Oh, that song is great, you know, Smoking
Yeah,
Out
I
the
agree.
Window.
That
Oh, I've
is-
got Chase Atlantic as well. You should listen to that.
I've listened to some of it.
And it's good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, allow me to offer you a recommendation. You should listen to Aphex Twin.
Okay, I will.
Where should we go? We're just trying to find a new place to sit.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So right. Well, that is enough joking around with Drakes and Munya Chihuahuas or whatever. We need to get down to some serious business with a party. Let's talk about the government. So what is going on with the government? My answer is, I don't know at this point. It's ridiculous, to be honest.
Who do we need back? We need Donald Trump back. If we
Make
get
America-
Donald the Duck back in the UK, that could be life-changing.
Okay, first question, what? Second question, why? Third question, how? He's American. How can he be the Prime Minister of the United States?
Okay.
Right,
so if you haven't heard, most recently Bojo has been, all his parties have been leaked on Snapchat, as everything's leaked on Snapchat.
Yep, just joined Snapchat.
Yeah, I suggest you don't finish that off.
Time for a pot noodle and a friendly recording of a podcast.
Good. So it's, on all seriousness, what do you think is going to happen to Bojo?
Well, I think he's a fool. He's a joke. He should resign immediately. And he's betrayed the trust of the British public. He's he's bumbled around in Parliament talking about, oh yeah, Keir Starmer didn't stop this, Keir Starmer didn't stop that, and essentially he's throwing everything but the kitchen sink, trying to see what could save his job. Okay. And at this point, it's far gone. He can't recover. Even if he does,
it's not even one party. There's multiple.
There are multiple parties. While we were sat at home not doing anything.
We were sat at home doing a Christmas Kahoot.
Yeah. The party didn't happen at that point.
Oh,
but yeah, we had to start 2 separate YouTube channels to get us through it. Yeah, we had to survive while the government thought it okay to party. And now they're going to pay as much money and do as much stuff as possible to try and get us to distract from that. But we will not be distracted from the fact Britain is a people's country. Yes. We are the United Kingdom. We are Great Britain. But right now, we are joke Britain with Boris Johnson or whoever in our parliament.
Well, yeah. Goes without saying.
Yeah. Goes without saying. Do you have anything else to say? And can we open this up to our guests who might have an opinion on this?
What was the question? Maybe ask.
What question?
What
What
did you say?
question?
I don't know what you said.
We said, what is your view on the government?
Oh, basically, yeah.
Bojo's
Yeah.
he's a legend.
Language.
No.
Language,
Why does he
please.
think he just have to follow his own rules?
One person at a time.
Who owns a dance company where lots of people move, and his fan club has something to do with monsters.
What isn't? Yeah,
isn't that Lady Gaga?
basically. Shut up, Hannah.
One person at a time.
I meant to say Bojo. He's not a very good leader. You know what I'm on about, yeah? Because can't follow his own rules. He should just go away. And Matthew should be the new prime minister.
Very astute opinion there. Wait, I just have one question. Who is Matthew?
Matthew, you know who Matthew Solstellos is?
Oh, I know him. We should get him on the show one time, honestly.
What's your opinion on Dale falling over in the mud?
I didn't see it.
He fell over on Friday.
He looked like he had a dodgy substance all up his leg. And he sat there and he started screaming. He was like,
Hang on, can I say one more thing, yeah? Or maybe Boris Johnson should just resign and we should all be the Prime Minister.
Shazia has a crush on him.
Oh.
Shut up! No, I do not.
Right, do you want to redo this bit?
Well, no. Keep it in. Okay, well, you're advocating for a People's Republic, I believe. That is a very interesting viewpoint. A lot of people may disagree with the People's Republic, where we all run things ourselves. But I personally think that the public should have a lot more power. You know, we should be able to hold our prime ministers and our government members accountable for their actions. We shouldn't have to watch them do and say and act however they please and have to follow like masks. I wear a mask for hours at a time to stare back. No. But I wore masks. You know, I've done everything in my power to stop COVID. I've got it twice. And the government has probably got it even more than that because they can't keep their dance moves to themselves. You would think that they could follow their own advice. You know, they could just at least wear a mask or get vaccinated. I bet they're injecting orange juice into their arms. They have done nothing but lie throughout this entire pandemic and scam us all for their benefit. I think that Boris should resign. I mean, if I could run for Prime Minister, I would. But sadly, you need years of experience for that. Which, yeah, if I ever become Prime Minister, I promise to help you all. Just as long as you don't, start shouting over each other about whatever you were talking about. So, yeah, what do you think of that? Yes.
What do we think of what?
Are you even listening?
Yeah, but it's a bit loud outside because of the cars.
You're on the
No, we're on the trolley thing.
On the motorway.
What?
What did you say?
I said, what do you think about what I just said? If you were listening.
Oh, about COVID and masks?
That was part of it, yeah.
Well, I've had COVID twice, and I think that Fairy Reynolds for president.
Well, basically, I've had COVID once, yeah, and yeah, I did. I had it in 20. Yes, I did. Let me talk. Basically, yeah. Who cares about masks? Not me.
Right.
Did you force mute them again? Okay, Ben, you can bleep all that out, right? You can. Yeah.
Basically, cut out any stupid laughing.
No, keep it in. It's censorship. We can't be censoring our audience. But seriously, if it does get too long, you might have to trim some of that laughing down.
Sorry. Okay, we're sorry for our language. We'll stop now.
What are your...
Yeah. Like, you don't...
Wait, Ella wants to tell you a joke.
No, just leave it for now.
Ella, go ahead. Tell me this brilliant joke that I hope is related to the government.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
You joke about French. Why do French people eat snails?
Because they don't like fast food.
Oh,
Come on, you're talking to me. Of course I know the answer to that joke. Alright. Well, now that I have bored everyone to sleep with my government talk and my ranting and raving, how about we hear from our guests and what they want to talk about this week? Because I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what they have to say.
Wait, so can we talk about whatever we want now?
Within reason. Just don't...
Okay.
Yeah. We'll tell you if we're not doing anything... If you're doing anything wrong, we'll edit it out.
We'll talk about, gossip, but we won't name names. We'll make code names.
Brilliant idea. Just as long as these code names aren't derogatory or you're making it deliberately obvious who you're talking about.
No, we've come up with serial
very
code
good.
names.
You're very good. Yes, brilliant, amazing.
Okay, so our first question, Layla.
How do you feel about today's hoo-ha at lunchtime?
Well, I've had enough hoo-has in my time, and I don't want to talk about it.
I want to add on to this. I was in the lunch queue, and all I saw was the whole of these human people, running to outside, and then they all came back in. The teacher told them to sit down, and then they all ran back out.
Yeah. Personally, I believe that I was eating a crunchy at the time. I was sat at the table. I was just eating a crunchy, watching all this unfold. Let me just say, I love being a neutral so much. I just love being in the middle. Like, you don't have to pick a side when you're in the middle. Some people call it fence sitting. I call it being a wise person. And my opinion on this whole thing is that it makes me sad every time I talk about it. I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, having to reflect on stuff and, you know, feelings of like guilt and responsibility. It's difficult. It is difficult. Yeah. You got any more pieces of gossip, or have I depressed everyone by now?
We have a question, but we
Go ahead.
Okay, so you know the major fights that have been going on, yeah?
See?
Whose side are you on?
I literally just said that I am not on a side.
Okay, but you've got to choose a side with do you know the recent fights with, how many fights have they had? 2 or 3?
Yeah, the 2 fights.
2 fights, you know who we're on about, yeah?
Oh no, I genuinely don't. Okay. Tell me who it is, Ben. Edit out that.
What is your opinion on Veggie calling the caterpillars?
Veggie calling the caterpillars.
Yeah.
Jack, I don't eat food. You
don't eat food.
You don't eat food? Well, then you would die.
No, I just don't eat like food like sweets and stuff.
Why?
He eats protein shakes.
He's a liar.
Yeah, but you
can't
Stop
need...
eating a packet of Starburst. He's a liar.
Scandal.
Right, okay, let me explain. Apparently, living off nothing but plain pasta isn't exactly a healthy diet, according to probably most medical professionals. So apparently, you have to have a little bit of sugar in your diet, like that.
A little bit. Remember the time you smuggled wine gums onto a school trip? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Jack's baiting him out.
Go on, Jack.
And then we sold them. Breaking Bad Year 6 edition.
I don't know.
Question for both of you.
Go on.
Are you a material girl?
What's that mean?
Material girl.
I don't know what it means.
Are you a girl boss?
A girl boss.
Can you say it in a language I understand?
I can play you the song by Madonna.
No, copyright. Don't play the song.
Okay, do you want me to translate? Do you want me to translate what they're saying?
Yes, please.
Okay, so right. So a material girl, I don't know what one of those is, but it's a famous song by Madonna.
Oh, well, I don't...
Material girl! Yeah, but have you read it in spectacles? She does a material girl.
Yeah.
But what is exactly a material girl?
It's
is it like a materialistic girl?
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, she is, indeed. And,
so, are you materialistic girls?
Are you a girl boss?
Well, I'm not a girl boss, but I would say that I can
Are you
get
a boy
quite
boss?
I don't understand what
Are
these
you a Billy
mean.
boss?
I'm just a regular boss.
Oh, okay.
Boss 109.
Right, Jack.
I don't know what they mean.
Okay, so a girl boss or a boy boss or whatever it's... Can you explain it to them, please? Just as we want them to talk, they need to disappear.
Andrew.
Right. Yeah.
personal question for you now, because
Go
obviously
ahead.
can't
And Rohan.
Oh yeah, because we can't ask it to Jack. But anyway, do you have a crush on anybody at the minute?
I don't want to say here.
Did I hear?
Rohan.
Did I
I
hear
don't
the
know.
name?
Freaky gal.
Hang on, everyone.
I don't
Did I
know.
just hear the name that I thought I heard? Did everyone hear that? Did everyone?
Who?
No one said anything beginning with C.
Shut
ending
up.
with Y. Don't worry.
I heard that. And if you say that name one more time, get kicked off the podcast.
What did they say?
I'm not joking. Do you think I'm
Okay,
joking?
we're sorry.
What did they say, Andy?
Now, I expect at least one modicum of respect in this channel, but saying.
Wait, Andrew, just a genuine question. Why don't you like saying that name?
What name? I didn't hear it.
The C name.
What's C name?
I'm asking Andrew here, Jack.
Alright.
Hello,
Right.
Andrew.
Hey.
Andrew.
Hello.
Hello.
What is wrong with the C name then?
They have a bad history.
I just don't like having my past brought up.
Oh, okay. We are
It's
very
okay.
sorry.
Oh! Right.
Okay, next
Don't focus on
question.
the
Last
past,
question,
you'll
you
make
mean?
misuse
We need
of
to
that.
move on.
Okay.
okay.
Oh my God. What is your opinion on As to Live In?
That's a shit question.
I love
It's
As
good.
to Live In.
I like it. It's a good
It's
shot.
a good shop, apart from
Thank
they removed
you.
half the tills.
Yeah,
Oh,
the till situation's annoying.
What are your thoughts on Primark self-servers?
No, there's no. Oh, I hate Primark, so don't get me started.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Why do you
Right.
like Primark? It's amazing.
Can we move on, please? We're not asking these questions.
Okay, can we go now then?
What?
Go.
Nothing.
Are we needed? Like, do we have to say anything else after this? Or, like, is that it?
Andrew, it's up to you if you want to keep them on for the rest of it, or
How long is the rest of it?
well, we're only halfway. But the rest of it is you'll probably get bored of it. It's just all.
Shall we just leave, guys?
Okay, well, thank
Say
you very
goodbye.
much for having us. It's been a very nice time.
Also, I'd
Whoa,
appreciate
you're
if
leaving
you
now?
bleep out loads of this because
Thank
it's a lot of
you.
waffle.
1 week till Valentine's.
Alright.
Woo!
Lots of love.
Valentine's special next
Bye.
Monday.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Bye.
Brilliant. Valentine's.
Say
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Right.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yes. Right
Do you-
now
Right.
let's bring the atmosphere back to what this podcast is all about.
Yeah, let's bring it back to. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
We're not done.
It was going fine until they said that name. And after they said that name, I nearly smashed up my bed with a baseball bat.
Okay, well you need to stop smashing things. Now let's move on.
Alright, let's.
Right, as you might see, I don't know if we mentioned it at the start, but there's been some changes to the slides, how they are presented. So if you watch this on Spotify, then no one cares.
Yeah,
So
they're in
this
very.
is mainly for YouTube.
We're trialing a new sort of system, which
Yeah,
has kind of been,
we've unlocked a new engine that we made.
ruined. But
We
other
didn't
than
ruin
that, ruining it.
This is the
Ruining
new
it for
podcast
everyone.
engine that we're using. So these
Yep,
are
Using Unreal Engine 5 now.
yes. Right, so we've got. Oh yeah, Andrew, you wanted to do that film at the top left, didn't you?
Okay, so the top left film. Yeah, I'm not. We might get demonetized if we say the name. So, yeah, it's called Jack Forever. It's a film by Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, and other people. They do like hilarious stunts. They've had 3 prior Jack movies. Each one of which is funny. I highly recommend them. They've had a TV show as well. Overall, a very funny movie, and you should definitely watch Jack Forever.
Sing 2. Sing 2 has been on my watch list now for a while.
It
After
has?
I watched Sing 1 with the pig dancing, doing the Macarena. I wanted a number 2 sequel straight away on that day. Unfortunately, I had to wait. So I can't wait for this film to release, apart from no one put the dates in this week. So we don't have the dates.
Yeah, Sing 2 is... Sing 1 is so underrated. It's classic.
Yeah.
Not classic.
Even had you in it.
Am I meant to be the pig?
No, you were the gorilla, but like the young gorilla.
Aha, yeah.
Because he had it like little
Definitely.
squeaky voice and tried singing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Moving on. we do that one last. What's this film called? UFO. I
It's
can't
the
say.
TV show called Euphoria. Season 2 is being released day by day on I'm not sure which HBO Max, I
It
think.
says here June the 16th at 10 p.m. So it's not even out yet.
Yeah, that's the season 1 poster.
Oh well, get with the time
Yeah.
then, Joe.
TV show is on. It's made by A24, which is why I'm focusing on it. A24, quite good. So, yeah.
Right now, Uncharted. Well, now we've heard Uncharted in the news recently, blah 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 blah. But this film has got Tom Holland and what's his name?
Mark Wahlberg. How
Mark
do you not know
Wahlberg
who
in.
Mark Wahlberg
Because
is?
I know his characters' names. Anyway,
Did you
so
say
these
Mark Wahlberg? It's Mark Wahlberg.
yes, whatever you say, Andrew. Anyway, this movie is all about them two finding treasures and that. Just in case you don't ever play, it's based on the game, but it's not the same as the game because in the game his brothers.
Because the games are good and this one's going to be bad.
Well, I guess all they've done is got like really good actors, and make it look good.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see
cool.
for ourselves.
Yeah, speaking
Right.
of bad, has anyone here watched Breaking Bad?
Not yet, Jesse. I haven't.
It's really good. And obviously you probably will have noticed. Wait, where's Film of the Week? Nowhere. That's where.
Yeah, it's gone in the bin.
Yeah,
That was
in all
on Unreal
serious-
Engine 4.
Yeah, my Film of the Week is High Fidelity. It's a great movie from the 90s.
My
/
TV
2000s.
show of the week was the Salisbury Poisoning.
Salisbury Poisoning.
Documentary.
Woo!
Can I
Someone's
also
watching-
ask you this question, Andrew? Has your Netflix been updated? So when you go onto the login screen for different users, they're at the side now.
I don't log in. I stay on the same one.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
our one is because we've all got our own user. They're all at the side. It's just weird because the back screensaver that normally comes on if you don't click anything is there automatically. But anyway, right now.
Oh yeah, sorry. I fell asleep a bit there.
Right now, speaking of Uncharted, the new PS5 remaster of 2 Uncharted games has been released.
These ones are Uncharted 4: A Thief's End and Uncharted: A Lost Legacy, the sort of mini DLC to that.
Now, if you already own either Uncharted 4: Thieves' End or Uncharted whatever that one's called, then you can upgrade for a small fee of £10. However, if you have bought the game, well, not technically bought the game, if you have owned the game through PlayStation Plus, then you are not entitled to this upgrade.
Yep, which is a bit ridiculous because obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get my words out. Horizon Forbidden West. There was a state of play for that not long ago.
Wow, brilliant. Hey, Jack, I have a question. Is
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 7 worth it? Like, is it good?
Well, I never liked Gran Turismo Sport because I'm more like a. See, with Forza Horizon, it's a big open world, but with GT Sport, it was just racetracks. And I prefer a whole open world and just do a racetrack, go to the main menu, do another one. It got boring. I did play it though to try and get into it, but I just didn't. How about you?
Well, I think the Gran Turismo 7 looks amazing. I mean, hopefully it's an improvement on Gran Turismo Sport.
Yeah. And then we've got Dying Light 2 Stay Human, more on that in a bit. And then this video. And do you want to talk about the video before I put it on?
Oh yeah, sure. It's the FIFA. It's a new FIFA event. Future Stars features a lot of the future stars of football. It's very cool.
Right, now we're going to play it. Right, now Andrew, could you explain to me why now I should buy FIFA 22 based on that video?
You could have at least full screened it.
Well, they didn't need to
Okay.
see anything.
Right, so that should inspire you to get FIFA. I mostly put that in there for your returning, FIFA players.
Yeah, just a small
Future
update.
Stars are a highly anticipated event every year. Maybe
So
if you
does
knew
that
about
mean
football,
if
you'd
there's
know
any
who.
little updates on any games that I play, I can put it in there?
As long as it's not, like Lawnmower Simulator 22. Yeah.
Okay, easy then. Farmer Sim, Bus Sim, they've got updates out.
Seriously?
I'm joking. God. Right.
All right. Well,
Now let's just take another look at your PlayStation Plus monthly games this month.
brilliant, amazing.
Right. So as per normal, you've got UFC 4. Still don't know what that other game is, and Planet Coaster.
By the way, I should probably tell you that I'm filming this with like a teeny, tiny, massive bit of a headache. So yeah, I might not be as enthusiastic as I usually am.
Okay.
But yeah.
Right. So they're your PlayStation Plus monthly games.
Yeah.
Andrew, do you want to take over?
I would love to take over. Does that mean I can fire you now?
No, it means read what it says.
No. So, if you've either been living under a rock for the past 6 years, or you have an actual life, unlike me, you might not have heard that PlayStation and Discord have finally collaborated.
Wow.
But what can you do with it?
This sounds like really big news. So I want to now hop on my PlayStation, open the Discord app, and I want to message my friends on the PlayStation.
But oh wait, you can't do that.
Why?
Because guess what? Why?
Yeah, why can't you do that?
Ratio, that's why. But in all seriousness, it's not on there. It says here, PlayStation Network now available on Discord. This doesn't mean Discord is now available on PlayStation.
Oh.
It means you can just display the...
It just means whatever game you're playing shows up on Discord. See, when they said they were working with PlayStation, they made it sound like how it is on Xbox. You have a Discord app, you can join voice calls and that on the Xbox. Now, why isn't the same on the PlayStation? Unless maybe they're doing it in the future.
They could be doing it in the future, but obviously the console wars might not, might cause a change.
Well, talking about the console wars, should we move on to Enemy Turf and talk about the world of Xbox? Apart from there's an exclaimer from Andrew.
Yeah, we should probably clarify that we don't actually believe that Xboxes are enemies, We've got, we accept all consoles, PlayStation, mobile, Ouya, Switch, and that
Stadia.
Don't forget
Stadia.
Stadia, yeah. Biggest company out there because their product is 100% functional and it definitely works every single time.
Yes, right. Now, your Xbox Game Pass reminder. I think we showed this last week, but half of these games are actually out now on the Game Pass. I can't tell you which ones because they don't tell you unless you go on it. Right, so the first 5 games that I'm going to tell you is Crossfire, Besiege, Dreamscaper, Sledge Eternity, and Infinix. I personally never heard any of these games. Not going to play them. You might, so they're there. Andrew, what's the next 5 games?
The next 5 games are Skull, Telling Lies, Ark, Survival Evolved, very famous game there, Last Kids on Earth, and Contrast.
You ever heard any of the games?
Don't know, but I bet Prince Andrew is very happy about that 9th one. Right, Contrast, it's a PS4 game. It's like very famous for being on the PS4. It's one of the first games ever released to it. And it looks like a good game, so
the only game on there that I know is Ark. Yeah. I've never heard. These are all like, I guess, indie games. Would you say?
Not really indie. They're very close to indie games.
No, they're not any AAA games.
They're not AAA, no.
No. Right, now, on the flip side to this, we have some games leaving this month. Like we said last week, we will tell you when we have them, and now we do. So you've got Control, Code Vein, Final Fantasy, Medium, Project Winter, and the Falconeer. However, Final Fantasy is only the console and PC version.
Okay, Control, amazing game. You should definitely try and play it before it leaves Game Pass this month.
Can I just say something about Control? That was the first PS5 exclusive, well, not exclusive, but it was the first PS5 PlayStation Plus game that I've played.
Well, that's a mouthful. It's an amazing game. It takes the SCP sort of legends of the internet and compiles it into a very fun experience.
I think it's better on PlayStation 5 because you're getting the adaptive triggers and that which worked really good on that.
Yeah, the adaptive triggers, because that's definitely a word. It sounds like a swear word. Code Vein, I've heard of it. Final Fantasy 12, obviously it's Final Fantasy, a very famous game. Yeah, very good.
Okay, now if you actually watch this podcast and don't just skip through it, You would have saw the video last week was the trailer for Dying Light 2, and we can now announce that Dying Light 2 is now out. I've downloaded it, but I'm gonna wait till Andrew gets it to play it. So I'm just playing number 1 with him at the minute. Any news on that, Andrew? Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? You should get it. I advise it. But however, there are some bugs at the moment, so maybe get it once it goes on sale or something.
Yeah, and maybe play number 1 with Jack, so then we can progress.
Do you just refer to yourself in the third person?
Yes, and I was talking to you. Right, now another games company with some updates for us is long-awaited Rockstar.
Wow, amazing. Do you want me to read this out?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it in the most grandiose, amazing voice ever.
Okay.
Yeah. With the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto. No, I'm doing it. In the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. And we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details.
Wow. It's took us how many years just for that?
I don't know why they've worded it so, extreme, like unprecedented longevity. The average GTA player is about 10 years old.
They could have just said, by the way, guys, we're working on the next GTA. I don't know, just something small. And just drop it out there.
No 10-year-old knows what unprecedented longevity is.
Half of them probably don't even know what the Rockstar Newswire is, for God's sake.
Exactly.
They could have named... I think the Rockstar Newswire, they could have named it something else. I don't like the word Newswire. But,
wire.
Right, anyway, so while we're on the topic of GTA, Dr. Dre has released his new EP of the songs out of the Grand Theft Auto DLC, The Contract.
Yep, we've got the list of the songs: ETA, Diamond Mind, Black Privilege, The Scenic Route, Gospel,
Gospel's my favourite.
Yeah, Gospel and Falling Up. Those are the 6. Now, in the top right, you've got a Billboard House Fire, which is to represent Donda 2, releasing apparently on 22nd of February 2022. However, due to recent Kanye developments, it might not be that soon, and the fact that he can't seem to release an album on time. Then on the bottom left, you've got Laurel Hell by Mitski. I've heard of Mitski. I don't know
in my life. You just made her up, have you?
I have not made up Mitski. Okay. If you've got any viewers that know who Mitski is, comment that you know who Mitski is, right? So, yeah.
And then we've got RD and H.
Yeah.
Nope, wrong one. This is RD's
This is the guy's... Album. It's not his album, it's a single he made with H, you know.
Oh, yeah, it is. But he has got an album coming out. You could have put that picture up.
Yeah, but think about it. H is probably bigger than RD.
Yeah,
this is the music that Jack pretends to listen to.
Shut up. I do now and then, but I don't... I like some, but not all.
You ever listen to a Tribe Called Quest?
Nope, don't know who it is.
It's a music group.
Right, well, Andrew...
Right, and, from some good news coming out of Manchester with a new H song to some bad, as Manchester United have shockingly exit from the FA Cup at the hands of Middlesbrough. Now, as a Man United fan, this is ridiculous. How are we losing to Middlesbrough? With a penalty miss from Anthony Elanga after a very close game between Man United and Middlesbrough, we are now out of the FA Cup in the 4th round. In other sports news, Frank Lampard has joined Everton. Which is it's going to be a real good thing for us. No, but seriously, it will be a great chance to try and get them away from relegation.
So who's the Chelsea manager now?
Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel. Lampard left Chelsea a while ago.
Oh right, I knew that.
Thomas Tuchel now. He's very, very good manager. Bottom left, we got the Super Bowl this Sunday between the Rams and the Bengals, and honestly, I don't really want any of them to. If either of them win, I'll be happy. They're two great, likable teams, two great, likable quarterbacks. Then you've got the bottom right, Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. That's a mouthful. Have begun, and it's very cool. I mean, I always love the Olympics, especially the winter ones. Winter is cool.
I prefer summer.
Get out now.
I'm sorry for interrupting your slide. God.
I'm kidding. Oh, I like spring. Spring is cool.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, this episode when it comes out, it's gonna be a long one. I just noticed that. So
except if we cut the guests out. Think about it. They're not going to watch this, are they? They're not going to watch the rest of this.
Going on to our last slide now because we cannot display the slide after because it won't make sense. But how our weeks went. So Andrew, how has your week gone?
My week was very. So yeah, it was alright. I went to the gym twice at the weekend.
Oh, I've got a story to tell on my bit. Sorry, carry on.
I played Dying Light for the first time on was it Thursday or Wednesday?
Who did you play that with?
You go and start referring to yourself in the third person. It's cringe. But yeah, overall it was a pretty alright week, I guess.
Can I tell you my whole life story now?
What is it about? How you
Monday, 3:42 p.m. I was on this exact call, recording the podcast. I get a phone call from Bojo. You've tested positive. Self-isolate. Stay home. Don't contract the virus and kill yourself. So I
don't tell our viewers to kill themselves, please.
So I knew I was on a mission. I immediately cried down the phone to Andrew, saying I couldn't see him ever again. That the podcast just had to end because this was the end of my life. But he refused to let that happen. We recorded the episode. We got it out. We called it 5+5 because we're 4-year-olds, but we got it out. And then the whole week, Andrew left me. He decided to go to school instead. He ditched me. I was stuck playing the PC all week. It was very good.
Sorry.
I then had a heart attack on the floor. I was on a ventilator. Come Sunday, negative result. I'm back in school. That's it, really.
Yep. Sorry that I ditched you. I had some business to attend to.
He thinks his education is more important than me. I'm not having it.
Yeah, sorry.
I will kill you in Dying Light.
I'm getting a phone call from Mr. Cambridge. Hello, Mr. Cambridge. What do you want me to... Oh, well, you want me to join your...
Right, I think it's been a good episode, don't you?
I do indeed.
Oh, one last thing before we go. So next Monday, the next episode is coming out... Sorry, this one's coming out Wednesday. And then the next one is a Valentine's special, which will be released on Valentine's Day, 6 p.m. Hopefully.
Yeah. It's for, it's him. It's a Valentine's Day special. Because of course it is.
But you never know. We might get a special guest on for Andrew to chat up. You never know. This could be like an online... We could have a live date going on. You'll have to wait and see.
Live date. Yeah, we shall see.
Right, thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for the guests coming on.
Thank you to the guests. If you watched this far into the video, I doubt you will. But yeah, well done. Thank you.